What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. This video is gonna be directed towards a YouTuber by the name of Yared Y, or right now he changed his name to Jayce Rite, I believe, and just all of these fake ass pro-black YouTubers, progressive blacks, whatever the fuck you want to call them. These blacks that refuse to look in the mirror and see the ugliness in their spirit and in their demeanor and their overall behavior and character, but they want to call out everything else. They want to talk about how shit is being done to them, even though they have a lack of self-respect and they think that everybody else should just automatically respect them. This is going to be directed towards you, Yared, or Jayce, or whatever the fuck, but I'm just going to take out all of you fake ass pro-black motherfuckers in one fell swoop. This guy, Jayce, Yared, whatever, a few months ago, he hits me up via Google Hangouts on the phone. I didn't even know you could text on this thing. This dude hits me up talking about, I've run into him on some of my favorite YouTubers' channels. And, when it comes down to black society or the so-called black community, I always run into him on there, and we have opposing viewpoints, which is fine, but it's never just, well, I disagree with you and I'm gonna move the fuck on. Nah, it's never that. It always turns into not with him per se, but with other people of his ilk. They'll sit there saying, oh, you're a coon because you think this way. I mean, you've seen some of the videos I've put out there, and you get some people coming on there saying, oh, you're a coon because you have a difference of opinion. And this dude hit me up on Google Hangouts one day talking about what is the solution to the black plight. And I believe that is one of the most redundant and fucking annoying questions on the motherfucking planet. Because, my thing is this: the solution is in the problem. Other YouTubers have said this. The solution is in the fucking problem. And, I had a exchange with this dude, Yared Y, or Jayce Rite. I had an exchange with him on my man David Carroll's video. Something, I have it here, hold on. It's called Equacy 100 Pro-Black Back to Africa Negroes. And I want to shout out David Carroll. I want to shout out Equacy 100, Tommy Sotomayor, PainlessRisen, Chad Factor, BigBKel, all the dudes that spit the real shit. You know what I mean? But I was on here, watching this shit. This was a video that David Carroll said he was doing one of his classic collaborations with Equacy 100, aka the brother of Logic and Common Sense. So I posted a comment on here, and a few people commented on it, but here comes Yared Y, and Yared, you're a piece of work. I noticed that you took down your comments. I wonder why you did that. Was it because you got trumped by me on there? So right now I'm on here. I'm gonna read exactly what I wrote, and I could tell what you wrote. I remember what you wrote because my responses are there. So you know what? Let me turn the camera over to the thing. to the computer. Let me see if I can zoom in on this bitch real quick. Okay, so there's me. My God, I can't wait. I love it when you two team up, meaning David Carroll and Akwesi. To make the cipher complete, we gotta add PainlessRisen and Tommy Sotomayor. Now we'll scroll. Okay, so right here, see, because Yared Y, that's him. And wait, before we go into that, I want you to see that I didn't block this dude. Because I can't see him. So see, whoops. Yeah, see? I didn't block him because there would say unblock. So he took his own shit down. Let's just get that out the way because I don't want motherfuckers to say that I blocked him, okay? So let's go back to my shit. Where am I? Okay. Let's open this bitch up. Alright, so see, this is my shit here. He was up here. This is me. So you see it says, how is it a scam? He was talking about Tommy Sotomayor's movie that he's working on called A Fatherless America. So he says it's a scam. So I said, how is it a scam? Let's go down to this. He said, well, I think he mentioned something about how he was taking donations and shit, and the movie's not out yet, and blah blah blah. Basically, regurgitating the same bullshit that a lot of these dudes say. Well, you donated, and he's got this money, he's running away, something along those lines. I'm not sure, but I know that it's something on around that topic. All right, so here we go. I'm responding to him. That's your opinion, friend. When you start filming shit, then you could talk about how easy or hard it is. I'll bet you didn't donate, so stop complaining about a movie that you and I both know you're gonna complain about. When niggas like you and others ask for solutions, we get annoyed because it's a stupid, redundant question. The solution isn't a problem, but most blacks have a lack of accountability and don't want to look in the mirror. All right, so yeah, okay. So based off of this first thing here, right here, based off of that, hold on, let me back it up a little bit. I already know what he said. He says he made this dumbass analogy talking about how if you were a student in a class and you ask a teacher what's the solution, he's not gonna say the solution's in the problem. Well, let me tell you something before I read this shit. Let me tell you something. When you're in class and a teacher is teaching you something, they're gonna say, this is how you get to the solution. So, for example, if you're in a fucking math class, they're gonna say, here, addition, 2 + 2 = 4. Now, when you're taking a test, you're not gonna say, well, what's the solution to this? Why would you do that? That goes against everything that they're doing. They're trying to teach you, look, do this to get to this. So that's a stupid fucking analogy, okay? So this is what I told his ass when he said that dumb teacher analogy. I said, look up Socrates. He was a legendary philosopher who taught people to search for the answers within themselves. See, tons of Negroes, including yourself, are looking for handouts wherever you can get them. You neglect all aspects of doing for self, which is what David Carroll, Tommy Sotomayor, Akwesi, Painless, and I tell y'all. Not to forget the late, great Booker T. Washington. Rest in peace. And yeah, Negro, the solution is in the problem. If a fucking doctor tells you that you're developing a tumor in your lungs due to excessive smoking, what do? I think it would make fucking sense to stop smoking. You don't need a doctor to fucking spell it out and spoon feed it to you, excuse me. If you want to implement solutions, use your own fucking judgment. And by the way, the fact that you use the word want proves that you have done nothing like you claim Tommy and David do. Hypocritical much? Oh yeah, that part is referring to he goes, oh, Tommy Sotomayor and David Carroll don't do anything. They don't do anything. Well, as far as I know, David Carroll's a teacher, and a counselor, I believe. So he does. So that is doing shit. That is doing shit. And he gets out on the street and films shit and shows you the degradation of the black community. Tommy Sotomayor, there are videos of him going around doing shit for black people. He was there with Staten Island. He donated to Eric Garner's I mean, I'm not gonna go into that. Y'all already know this. Y'all just make shit up as you're going along. Jayce Rite, LOL, and what is it you're doing? Okay, yeah. He brought up again how much he's doing or wants to do stuff. So I said, LOL. And what is it you're doing? Criticizing other blacks by calling them sellouts, self-haters, and coons because they have a different opinion than yours? If Tommy, David, etc. aren't doing anything, then you definitely aren't doing shit because you're busy writing their videos. I suggest you look at your feed. That doesn't lie. You keep saying you're doing what you can, but until you post one video, you're whispering sweet nothings. When Tommy says those things, do you listen to his reasoning, or like TBA, the Black Authority? You just edit one piece of info out that the sheep follow like propaganda. I'm sure you do know the reasons, but you rather reach for straws. And what white man put out Tommy shit? Yeah. He mentioned something about, oh, white guys backing Tommy and shit, which, I mean, that really doesn't prove a point that white people back him up or white people like what the fuck he's saying. That doesn't mean shit. What does that mean? Yeah, they may find what he says true. Okay? So you can say what you want about people like us putting our opinions out there, but the fact that you stay up on niggas' videos speaks volumes. Hell, the fact that you hit me up once all day on Google Hangouts alone with someone who you claim hates being black speaks volumes. That's because he said in one of these comments, I don't know if you hate being black or blah, 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 because of my views. If you really felt this way, you wouldn't be on our videos like you find yourself doing daily. You would be, quote unquote, helping the community like you say you're doing. And, he says that, you know, he wants to help, or he's trying to start a blog, which I find hypocritical because that's exactly what Painless, Tommy, David, Kwesi, and I do. We're YouTubers, vloggers. So he essentially wants to do the same shit that we're doing. So it's stupid to say, we're not doing anything. Then you're not going to be doing anything. What are you fucking doing, Negro? That don't make sense. And then what else do I have to speak on? All right. I just tell him, I'll just make a video on this subject, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So let me speak on something. Let me turn this around real quick. Let me get this shit out of my ugly ass face. All right. Let me tell you something that ProBlacks do that really fucking irritate me. When they use that female shaming tactic of self-hate, you hate yourself. How is it self-hate if I have an opinion on what the fuck you're doing? No other culture thinks like this. This is why I say black people need to concentrate on education and know what the fuck you're talking about. If I'm talking about you, now I'm saying, fix yourself. How can you turn around on me and say, well, you must hate yourself? Why? Because we share melanin? Nah, Negro, I'm not going for that. Fuck that shit. No, I'm not talking about me. I love myself. In fact, some people say I'm full of myself, that I think highly of myself. Yeah, at times I do admit that. Fuck it. Yeah. Because if I don't, who else will? You know? I love my culture. I've said it thousands of times. I've been to Africa. I'm glad my family's African. I read up on shit. If not daily, then every other day I try to pick up some little piece of knowledge, even if it's fucking 5-10 minutes a day, because I'm a busy motherfucker. I'll go on the internet, read something. I may find myself in a bookstore, Barnes & Noble, preferably, picking up a book and just looking because I like knowledge. You know what I mean? But again, to a lot of y'all, that's acting white, reading and enriching your brain. But anyway, I mean, how is it? How can you classify that as self-hate? Because I say, call out these brothers that are shooting other niggas because of some stupid ass hoe or over fucking candy or over rap songs. Call them out. You can't march because a white dude or a white cop shoots one of your black asses, and then you're not gonna be just as vocal for when another black man shoots another black man, which, I mean, that's the number one killer of other black men, is other black men, statistically proven. I mean, look at Baltimore. Look at Baltimore right now. Chicago, Oakland. Is black men killing other black men, but pro-blacks, they don't want to talk about that. Because shout out to David Carroll, man. He put this in such a beautiful way. It doesn't help you portray your fucking victimhood. It doesn't. If to quote David Carroll again, if Pookie shoots Ray Ray, they're not going to say anything because, you know, you're not going to see Al Sharpton, you're not going to see Jesse Jackson, because it doesn't help black people play the victim. You can't say, oh my God, you know, this is racist. This is racist. We got a foot on our neck, you know? And I feel a real pro-black will hit it from all angles. They're going to say, all right, we got to stop this racist shit that's coming against us, and we got to fight from within. We got to get rid of these niggas that are making us look bad. You know, we got to concentrate on building our businesses. We got to concentrate on these fucking black women raising their fucking stupid ass standards. You know, same thing with you niggas out there. Stop fucking dating these stupid hood rat whores and having fucking kids out of wedlock. I mean, these are things that, you know, it's very basic to me. This is the way I look at the shit. I can't go out and tell somebody, go fix your fucking house up. Your house is a fucking pigsty when my house looks like shit. I'm not gonna do that shit. Because in my heart, I know, I just know it. Like, I couldn't live with myself. It's the same thing when you magnify this and put it into the black community or lack of a black community, because there really is no black community when you got niggas shooting niggas over retarded shit, and you have this degradation to fucking black pastors, these ratchet assholes. I mean, the weave, the rioting and stealing weave and 40 ounces, but y'all don't want to call this out, man. And I feel that it's very fucking detrimental. That nobody will say, okay, you know what, that's constructive criticism, or you could just disagree, say, nah, I'm not dealing with that, and just go about your business. And then let me just throw this in there because I don't want to make this too long, dwelling on this shit. You know what I love about just watching y'all pro-blacks run around, mill around, doing what the fuck you're doing, like fucking little mindless peasants? You motherfuckers fall for the same okie doke constantly. You have the same hoes up on your channel souping your asses up. Meanwhile, you're not getting no pussy from these hoes. I mean, and even if you were getting ass from these hoes, I mean, it's somewhat understandable if you were, but it really doesn't, it shouldn't really amount to you getting mad and fighting some dudes over the internet over a fucking opinion, or making videos or staying all over their fucking shit every fucking day. This is how niggas get shot in the street. This is how Negroes get shot up, again, because hoes soup up dudes that are fucking thirsty as shit. Oh yeah, I might get a piece of that ass, so let me go jump this dude over here. Meanwhile, you don't know if that dude is packing heat. You don't know what that dude is up to. And then you end up getting your ass kicked, or maybe you beat that dude's ass. You end up going to prison. I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a vicious cycle. Y'all just don't see it. I'm gonna shout out David Carroll once again, Equacy 100, PainlessRisen, Tommy Sotomayor. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna donate to Tommy Sotomayor again. In fact, I think I might put it in this video. I'm gonna donate just to be spiteful to y'all. I'm gonna find his thing. I'm gonna donate at the end of the video. I'm gonna record it. Shout out to Chad Factor. Shout out to BigBKel. Who else? Shit, there's a bunch of JLove47. All these dudes that spit real shit. Y'all need to listen to these guys, man. Fuck these pro-blacks. They're running around white supremacy. That's too general. That's too general of a blanket. Too fucking general. And I don't know. I don't want to ramble on. Let me find this thing. I'm gonna donate to him again just to piss y'all off. All right, here it is. This is his second IndieGoGo, and I believe he met his goal the first time. This time he's asking for 60,000. There's a trailer out. That's the trailer there. I'll let him get the view on his channel. I'm not gonna, play it on here. But I'm gonna contribute 20 bucks. See, contribute 20 bucks. There's a perk. I don't need the perk. See, that's how ill I am. I don't need no extra shit. I just want this movie to get done. Continue the payment here. No, continue with Facebook. Okay. Let me edit. Let me pause it here. Hang on a second. Okay, so I'm in here in PayPal. I'm about to pay for this thing, and I didn't want to show my email or any of that shit. So I'm gonna click pay. All right, yeah. I've completed everything, and yeah. Alright, so there you go. So just to piss y'all off, I just donated an extra 20 bucks to his shit. Say what you want, I believe in it, and when it comes out, y'all could bitch and whine, but that's one more thing on his belt, one more notch on his belt that y'all haven't done. One more thing before I go that I want to see if you ProBlacks talk about. I want to shout out my man Elton Garcia, because he sent me this story, and it kind of pisses me off. There was a man named Koran. I mean, there's a huge thing that it went kind of viral, I believe, on YouTube, but it got pulled down. It started a whole Twitter, or whatever you call it, like a riot or whatever the fuck you want to call it, about this guy that was mentally challenged, and he was beat down by 3 Negroes that ran up on him and beat the fuck out of him. He was mentally challenged, and this is the type of shit that me or Tommy or guys of that ilk, the people I was talking about, we would call that out, saying, listen, what were those dudes doing beating up a mentally challenged guy? I mean, I saw the video. I don't even want to put it on y'all. It was very sad that they were fucking with this dude, and I'm glad that they got caught, those 3, but those are the type of things you need to call out. Like, you can't sit here and say, well, we're kings and queens. And listen, first of all, you shouldn't have to go back that far. I mean, even though it helps to know your past so you could build a better future. I've said that thousands of times. But I'm tired of having the camera over here. Y'all gotta call that out, man. I mean, let me tell you something. If I would have seen that shit, I would have beat the fuck out of those 3 dudes that were beating up a mentally challenged dude. It's always a gang of Negroes running around trying to prove something. They can't go fight one-on-one. And mind you, this mentally challenged dude was black himself. So once again, y'all ain't gonna call that out. But look it up. It was a huge big deal. Justice for Koran, Coran. Shout out to Elton Garcia for sending me that shit. Sorry I didn't do a full video on it. I should have. I felt real bad seeing that, but again, this kind of correlates because you didn't hear nobody talking about that shit. So that's just to prove my point. But anyway, shout out to all them dudes I'm subscribed to. Shout out to Tommy. That's it. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, all right? Peace, bitches.